Hello! Today we'll talk about using the alternative timer mode of our GHK controller, the Mister. In a separate video, the first timer mode was covered, detailing how to use a timer to turn on lights or similar appliances once a day for a certain amount of time. This alternate mode allows for things like Misters to be turned on many times a day for small periods of time. For example, we'll overview how to set Misters to come on for 30 seconds of each minute in a day. Here's how to set up a timer in Mister mode. First, locate the button labeled Timer on the controller. We'll have to press this repeatedly to cycle between three options: Timer, Mist, and Off. Off means the function won't be used, Timer is the function talked about in the other video, and Mister is the more custom mode that allows you to set individual appliance cycles for each time of day, diff, day, and night, otherwise known as the three programming stages. An important thing to keep in mind is that the timer option can be used for either timer or mist, not both of those at the same time. Alright, so go ahead and press the timer button until it shows mist as the option. Now you can press enter to turn the setting on. And that's all for there. Now the setting is turned on the controller. What this has done has enabled the Mister modes to be set up elsewhere. Unlike timer mode, you don't set it up right away. This is because each programming stage, day, diff, or night, has unique times and cycle times. To program each one, now that you have the mode enabled, you can press the appropriate stage key, day or diff, day or night. You will first be prompted to re-enter the start time and the target temperature as before during normal setup of these options. You can just press enter to keep those the same if that's what you'd like to do. So, for example, for diff, first we have the normal start time and the normal target temperature. But now, another option entitled On T pops up. This setting refers to how long you want the appliance to come on for in seconds. For example, if you would want your misters to come on for 30 seconds, you would type in 30 seconds. So we'll go back to that. We'll press enter to get back to that option. And then we have on time. So we want our misters to turn on for 30 seconds at a time. So we're going to enter 30 here. Now, cycle will pop up. This refers to how long the controller will wait before turning the appliance on. It's in minutes this time. And if you want the timer to wait 1 minute, you can type in 1. Oh, we're going to go back to that. Remember that if the controller times out, your options will not save. For example, our on time has reset back to 0. So we'll put this as 30 seconds. And then for the cycle time, we will put in 1 for 1 minute. Another thing to note is that the cycle time will start counting when the appliance comes on initially. For instance, with our on time of 30 seconds and then our cycle time of 1 minute, the appliance will have 30 seconds of on time and 30 seconds of off time. That's because as soon as the cycle turns on and the misters start to activate, the 1 minute countdown of the cycle begins. So after those first 30 seconds, the cycle will have 30 seconds left before it will turn on again. Remember that this can be done for all three times of day. For example, day, it's the exact same process. And same with night. On time and cycle. And that's it. For a quick refresher or to look at any other processes, remember we have the full manual available online and it's also linked in the description. You can find this particular process on page 12. Remember that if you had any trouble throughout this process, we are always available by phone and email for support. Remember to like our Facebook page or follow us on Twitter or Instagram for the latest updates and information. We also have an e-newsletter for other information and tips, and you can see many other tutorials on our YouTube channel for other issues you might have. Thanks!